Walking the Great Wall of China, dawn arrives quietly over the mountains of northern China. The sky is a pale wash of silver blue, and the world feels suspended between dream and daylight. You stand on ancient stone, breath visible in the cold morning air, as the first light spills over the ridge lines and ignites the horizon. Before you stretches the Great Wall, an immense dragon of stone and earth, coiling endlessly across the spine of the mountains. It does not simply cross the landscape, it commands it. Rising and falling with the terrain, it vanishes into mist one moment and reappears the next, as if the earth itself is exhaling history. You take your first step. The stones beneath your boots are worn smooth by centuries of wind, rain, and footsteps. Soldiers, messengers, emperors, wanderers. Each block carries the quiet memory of hands that shaped it. Built and rebuilt across dynasties, most famously during the Ming Dynasty, the wall was never merely a barrier. It was a statement, a promise, a line drawn between worlds. The path begins gently, but the wall does not believe in comfort. Soon it rises steeply, staircases uneven and relentless, forcing you to lean forward, heart pounding, legs burning. The wind sharpens as you climb, rushing through the crenellations like a whispering chorus. You imagine armored guards once standing here, scanning the horizon for distant movement, their silhouettes etched against the same sky. At a watchtower, you pause. Inside, the stone chamber is cool and shadowed. Narrow windows frame the mountains like ancient paintings. Through one opening, you glimpse the wall, snaking away in both directions, an impossible ribbon fading into haze. The scale overwhelms you. This is not a monument. You simply observe, it envelops you. Outside, the sun climbs higher, warming the stone. The scent of pine drifts up from the valleys below. Far beneath, small villages rest quietly, modern life unfolding in the shadow of something timeless. It's here you feel the paradox most deeply. The wall is both ruin and resilience, scar and spine. You continue walking. Some sections are meticulously restored, their bricks precise and symmetrical. Others crumble gently back into the earth, softened by centuries. Wild grasses push through cracks. Nature reclaims what humans once fought to fortify. And yet, even in decay, the wall holds its dignity. A bend in the path reveals a particularly dramatic stretch, serrated peaks, rising one after another, the wall tracing their jagged edges, like a heartbeat monitor against the sky. Each ascent demands effort. Each descent tests your balance. The journey becomes a rhythm. Climb, breathe, look back. Climb, breathe, look forward, and always, the horizon. You think about the thousands, no, millions, who labored to build this colossal structure. Farmers conscripted into service. Craftsmen hauling stone. Generations bound by duty and vision. Their lives were brief. The wall endures. Walking here feels like stepping into a shared memory that belongs not only to one nation, but to humanity. Clouds begin to gather in the afternoon, drifting low across the mountains. Mist wraps around the watchtowers, transforming them into islands in a white sea. The wall emerges and disappears in fragments, cinematic and surreal. For a moment, you feel as though you are walking through the sky itself. The wind quiets. You sit on the edge of the wall, legs dangling over centuries of history, and let the silence settle. No traffic, no voices, just the distant call of a bird and the whisper of air over stone. In this stillness, the wall feels less like a structure of defense and more like a bridge, connecting past to present, human ambition to natural grandeur. As the sun lowers, the mountains turn bronze and amber. Shadows lengthen, filling the valleys with deep indigo. The wall glows warm beneath your hands, holding the day's last light. It no longer feels imposing. It feels alive. You walk a final stretch as the sky ignites in color rose, gold, and violet. The endless line ahead softens into silhouette. Somewhere beyond the ridges, night approaches, just as it has for over 2,000 years, and you realize something profound. Walking the Great Wall is not about conquering its length or reaching a destination. It is about surrendering to its scale. About feeling small in the best possible way. About recognizing that human hands, working together across time, can shape mountains and yet still be humbled by them. As darkness falls, the wall becomes a quiet outline against the stars. The dragon sleeps, and you carry its story with you, long after your footsteps fade from its ancient stones.